Welcome back. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bobby Z. Zadora.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. I understand that you and Miss Linda have reached the milestone of 57 years.
No, 53 years.
No.
53.
What's it say in there, Scooter?
It says 50. It says 53.
Let's take a gander, shall we?
Okay, go ahead.
You know, you can't listen to a guy that's going to be 84 in a couple of weeks.
You're right, 57.
Where do you see that? Who posted that?
Yeah, see?
See?
Look,
Yeah.
right there it says today we have 57 years. Don't give me no garbage.
No, 53 wonderful years, although it actually could be 57.
I'm talking about the dating.
We were high school sweethearts.
High school sweethearts.
We were.
Okay, so 57 works.
Well, yeah, I actually would. I don't know after it's been a minute or two. It's good.
Nonetheless,
We're
all
happy.
joking
We're
aside,
happy.
congratulations
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
on 53
Thank you.
years.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You and Miss Linda. And,
Yeah.
and he is not 84, folks. I'm just giving him the
God,
years.
I
my
could
buddy
hope.
From Canada would say.
Yeah, maybe that was the Canadian measurements.
Yeah, right. We're joking about the Canadian stuff. I was gone visit a friend of mine down in Cancun for a few days. He's from Canada. He got called back up to Canada for a business meeting, and he left out of Cancun, and it was 80 degrees. When he landed in Calgary, it was minus 40.
Yeah.
You talk about a temperature swing,
Yeah.
eh?
How do you pack for that?
So I talked to him Friday afternoon on my way back from Northwest Arkansas, and I said, "Well, how was it?" He said, "Cold, eh?"
Cold.
I said, "Well, how's it going?" He said, "I have a plane out in the morning." He said, so he flew to Palm Springs, California, and went back to Arizona.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Calgary's cold.
How's the real estate world?
It's still busy. People are kind of adjusting to the
When you say
higher
still busy,
mortgages.
is it still busy or is it getting busy again?
Well, it'd be probably busy again. Some of it's still busy. I mean, there's certain price points that have been busy no matter what.
Right.
Some of the interest rates have helped some people. They're just becoming more
Norm?
that it's normal. Yeah, just the way it's going to be. And you just look at the long-term things for the prime rate. I think they're projecting like one rate decrease this year as they look out, and that's because of inflation. And as long as things stay inflated, as long as the inflation is present, the mortgage rates are going to stay up. That's because it's based on the 10-year bond.
It's not based on the price of eggs.
It's not based on the price of eggs. It's not based on the price of gasoline. It's based on a 10-year bond, and because investors are leery of inflation, they want to make sure they get a good return on their investment, so they buy these 10-year bonds, and as they buy more of them, that pushes the price of them. That forces the interest rates up, and that's what changes. Now, there'll be times it's not going to be, it's like 6.89 or something right now. And that changes literally daily. There'll be times where it'll probably dip back down to 6.5. Something will happen on the global scene, and it'll drop down a little bit. But you got to be ready for that. You got to be ready to go. If you're sitting there playing the rates, it's like playing the stock market, though, Bob. It's like day trading. It's like,
Right.
You really got to know what you're doing. You really got to be ready. Because then you're kicking yourself if it drops another tenth. You go, oh, we should have waited another day. Or you miss that and it jumps another quarter, and you go, oh, that was our chance. And that house that we liked, we're not going to get into it.
In 2019, 2020, we sat here and we talked about the importance of being pre-approved and having an up-to-date pre-approval letter. Yep. Is that still a thing?
Oh, yeah. Sure, you got to have that, because when you do find the house you like and you want to put your offer in, and you're ready to go, this is it. We're gonna step up. And sellers, if the house is priced well and properly prepared, which is the big thing right now. I mean, people don't want to come in. There were people buying houses sight unseen. That ship has sailed. That's gone. People now, they want to come in and they don't want to do nothing. I don't want to take on no projects. I want to be able to put my key in the door, bring my toothbrush, and
Change my mind.
we're here. That's it. That's all. Change my ad. Change the mail address. That's right. That's it. So that part of the market has changed. Now it's reflected some in the prices, but sellers are sitting there and they're saying, "I'm not doing any repairs. I'm not fixing anything. I'm not doing anything." So they want everything done. They don't want to fix anything. So to try to balance the two and try to talk to them and try to work them through the process of how this all works. And this is what, Mr. Lister, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen after that. These are the steps that we're going to take. These are the steps that are part of the process going on. And when we get an offer, this is what's going to happen. And we go over all that as we're sitting there. So you have some idea. And people forget or they hear what they want to hear, but we go over it. And we can go back over it, 2-3 times sometimes during the course of the deal. Buyers, it's like, and when you're dealing with them, get the home inspected. Always, always, always get the home inspected. Do whatever you want with the information, but get it inspected so you know what you're getting into. Then you make decisions after that. Okay, well, I can fix that, or we can do that. This isn't that big of a deal. Whoa, the wiring and the boxes all from 1928. Those are kind of things that you want to address. They may say that they're not going to fix or repair anything. The seller may, but you do a repair addendum. And you point out to them, because a lot of times they don't know what's in there. They go, it's fine. It's worked. Everything works good for us, and that's the way it is. Yeah, but you should be on your knees thanking God that it's worked this way this long. So, so we do the inspections. We'll do an URSA, do a repair addendum, and submit it, and explain to them. Do you want to sell the house or not? I mean, that's kind of, sometimes that's when you get to that level of it. You negotiate things. They didn't know, that the pan of the shower is rotten out because there's been a little leak in there for 10 years that you didn't know. And you're lucky you didn't fall through into the crawl space. Who goes down there? Who goes up in the attic and looks at the rafters and things? Who runs around with the tester and hits all the outlets? And now and people go, well, that's not that big of a deal, but it is that big of a deal, because with all the electronics that we have in our lives now, that makes a difference. If that stuff isn't grounded right, if those 3 lights don't come on in the right order, something's wrong there. I mean, so when you plug that $1,000 computer into there and it goes, it's like, oops. So these are things that we deal with all the time. And some people can be a little more persnickety than they probably need to be. It's kind of like they feel that they got to get a little something extra. Yeah. And that's just human nature. And, for some people, other people are great. You explain it to them. It's like, oh, okay. Now I understand. And that's what a lot of it is. It's just making them aware of where we are in the process, what's going to happen next. But to go back to pre-approved, that is still the most important thing you can do. Go to the bank because your situation changes. You bought something, you forgot, you had a medical bill comes up. The rates are going to change. They're going to bounce back and forth a little bit. If you want to be a successful buyer, that seller wants to know that you're pre-approved. If they're going to take that house off the market for you got to be able to show them that you can perform. And the people say, well, it's going to be, it's cash. I always ask, what kind of cash? Dead president's cash? Or stocks and bonds cash? There's different forms of cash that that come into that. Nobody's going to keep $300,000 in a bank account, a savings account. They've got it invested in something. When does that come due? Are you going to take the tax hit if you have to pull it out early? If you got the money invested in a brokerage firm, that broker's going to tell you, oh, no, you don't do that. No, you don't want to sell all these stocks to buy a house. That's a terrible investment.
Yeah, I can't eat next week if you do.
That's exactly right. And we've had that happen. So then they have to get a mortgage, and you're already 2 weeks into something that you thought was only going to be 3 or 4 weeks. Now you got to start all over again. So you got to get the appraiser out there. The bank's got to do all the paperwork. They're doing all the background check. The one good thing is that because of the rates being the way they are, refis are way down. So the closing companies have got a little more time to invest in closing deals. We did 2 houses 2 weeks ago that we put on the market. We had them closed with new owners within 12 days.
Well,
So that worked really well. And one was kind of a complicated deal, and they still got everything done. So I mean, it's worked out. You know, in that respect, it's worked out well. But that's the refis are a lot of their bread and butter. You know, but who's going to refi? I'm not going to refi a 2, 3, 4, 5.
to
You know,
6
even
and
a 5. You know, people get a little, but they're getting better with that. Is if they're up in the higher numbers, and you got 2 more kids that you didn't have, you know, 8 years ago. You're thinking about it, saying, "Okay, fine, we'll take the hit and we'll move on, and you know, hope for a raise, hope to get something else done."
let's go ahead and take a look at your numbers.
Yes, sir. This week in real estate, there were 49 new listings come on the market, 5 commercial properties, 16 parcels of land, 28 homes came on the market. They range in price from $34,000 to $829,000. 5 of them are taken back up, so it gives you an idea of how things are going. There were 27 sales, 2 commercial properties, 11 parcels of land, 14 homes closed. Those homes ranged in price from $1 million to $28,000. Average sale price this week was $285 with 87 days on market. 22 properties expired. There were 48 price changes. Currently, there's 366 homes on the MLS that you can walk in and buy unencumbered.
300 what?
366.
That's a lot.
It's well, compared to where we were, but it's not. I mean, if you go back to 8 and 9, or you know, maybe even before COVID, during the Obama's recession, in there was 400 or 500. You know, they all got scarfed up, and a lot of them got scarfed up. Also, the rental houses all disappeared
Right.
too. That's probably the thing that's hurting the people here the most. For 2025 year to date, there's been 75 homes have sold. The average sale price this year is $262,000 with 94 days on market. Last year, year to date, there had been 80 homes that sold with an average sale price of $244,000 with 94 days on market. And it's with only a month, the numbers just shift so much from week to week. You get a couple big houses sell, and it pushes it up. You get a couple more trailers that sell, little park model trailers and things. It could really shift it around. So it's kind of hard to tell, but it's just to give people an idea of how the market's going compared to last year. And we're moving forward. I mean, the market is moving forward. The people still want to come here. Linda talks to people all the time from all over the place. They want to come. And some people are starting to be more tire kickers to see what's here. They're a little more interested. It's a big move. There's no question. I mean, you're making a major life decision deciding to come here, or a major life decision deciding to go someplace else. It's a tough thing. And, we were in a house the other day, and, okay, well, what is it you're looking for? You want to sell this one? What is it you're looking for? Well, we're looking for a house that has this, and this. And I'm sitting there, and I did that. I went, okay, I'm in it. What is it we really want to do? Well, we just want to make it a little smaller. Okay, and then all the stuff you got in it, well, we'll worry about that.
It's going to be
I
really
said, it's like you
small.
will worry about it, because and those are the things that we deal with all the time.
How'd they get you?
Don't get me. Get Linda. Call my honey. Wish her a happy anniversary. She's at 870-405-0793. Check out the website, retiredtoarkansas.net. But truly, the best thing you can do is call her. Don't bother calling me, because she keeps all the books. She knows where we're supposed to be in one. 870-405-0793.
It's been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora of the Z-Team, Century 21 Lemac Realty. 870-405-0793 is the number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is our website. We'll be back in just a moment.